All right, kids. Today is Saturday, the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. And it is the running of the 150th Kentucky Derby today. I'm excited to get out of here and go find somewhere to go grab a quick bite to eat and a beer. With the 7 o'clock. We still got a little while before the race goes off. There are some exciting things going on around town. That unfortunately I'm not going to be involved in because I feel like it's going to be kind of early night tonight. Had a pretty darn busy day today. Had an open house. Had about 16 groups come through it. Sweated through two different of my what I call uniform shirts. So I decided to put on the purple-ish, purple I guess, purple chillaxing shirt, which is just the same exact shirt as I always wear. It just doesn't say nothing on it. And this one's purple. But had to show some property and pop here in the office. So I thought, I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like yet. I will go ahead and get the weekend update out of the way, even though I normally do it on Sunday. I'm going to do it on Saturday. So here is the weekend market update. Market's still rolling along. I'll take those off because I know a lot of people get mad when I have them on, but then everything's all blurry when I look at it. But market's kind of leveled out. I mean, it's still moving along. I would say that right now, with the rates still up pretty good, it's definitely slowed. We're getting much closer to a balanced market. We've been heading that way for 3 or 4 months. I think it's a good thing. It's healthy, good for the market. We definitely have inventory, more inventory than we had. We're not there yet, but we're adding it. That being said, there's still some pretty good deals to be had out there. I think the biggest issue we seem to be seeing right now is a lot of people are pricing out ahead of the market, or perhaps not recognizing that the market is slowing. So they're still trying to put the value of their homes and agents, sellers, whoever it is, they're putting them up a little high. So I get a lot of commentary from people. Oh, the prices are falling. So the prices are falling, but the sales prices aren't. When they get to the sales price of what they're generally worth, they generally sell. But there's definitely some adjustment going on, I guess, in people's thinking, whether that be the agents or the owners. So there is definitely fallback, and then there's just some out there that I don't know what the hell people are thinking. To be honest with you, they're crazy numbers out there. Had one get listed out in Loxahatchee. I guess it must have been last night. I saw it this morning, and it's $1 million for. It's newer construction, but it's like a 2,600 square foot house. It doesn't even have a pool. I'm not going to get $1 million for that. But I guess some people want to try or get convinced to try. Who knows? But yeah, that house will be falling, and that's a lot of what it is. People are still trying to price out ahead of the market. I understand it. I get it. We try to keep a more fact-based sort of thing here at my team, the Andrew Berg Group, and people don't like to hear it a lot of times. I mean, quite honestly, there's people just don't want to hear what they don't want to hear. If they're expecting to hear one thing and they hear something different, they're not happy with it. But my philosophy has always been and always will be, we don't list homes. I'm not a listing agent. I'm not a buyer's agent. We work both sides, but I don't list homes. I sell homes. It does me no good, any more good to list a house that I can't sell than it does the person who we're listing it for, because it costs me money. The longer, if I have a house that won't sell and we go, okay, well, it's going to be this high. And we use, let's say another brokerage's model, which is get the listing and lower it. And that is actually something that they teach in this one brokerage. I'm not going to tell you which one, but if you do anything, say anything, get the listing. Just start lowering it. As soon as they get it, say, nah, we need to lower it. To me, that's just silly. Doesn't make any sense. I don't want to, A, list a house that I don't think is going to sell. B, spend all the money listing a house I don't think is going to sell. C, have the expectation of my customer be that I'm going to sell something I can't sell, because guess what happens then? Then they're not happy. And I like to live in a happy people world if I can. Happy, shiny people. So the reality is no matter what anybody's telling you right now, the market is slowing down. I mean, it's just what it is. I imagine that and it looks like, right, I mean, the values are still creeping, but I mean, creeping. No, they're creeping. I don't think that we're going to lose really any value if the Feds actually do dump the rate at least once or maybe twice this year. If they sit on it all year long, and the interest rates stay up in the high sevens and stuff, we might lose a fractional amount of values, or might start to. But again, there are, if you look at Zillow, Realtor.com, there's a lot of stuff being lower, but that's because it got put in the wrong place to start with. Again, my philosophy is let's try to be honest about everything, and be honest about where the market is, and make sure we can do our jobs, which is to sell your home, or anybody's home for that matter, for the most money in the least amount of time with the least amount of stress. But there's, can't get you $1 million for a house that's only worth 800. Just not going to be able to do it. All right, so I feel like I'm rambling more than normal. It could be because I'm tired. Could be because I want to beer. Could be because I'm calculating the odds for the Derby in my head. Waiting to make a big spoiler hit. I'm going to tell you who my horse is, because then I might start betting on it and dump the odds pool on it. But let's just say this: it's only ran 2 times, period, and not even in the United States. But when it ran, where it ran, that wasn't the United States. It ran pretty damn fast in pretty similar conditions to what we got out there at Churchill Downs today. So I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling. I'm going to put this up. The general consensus of the weekend update is that market's flattening out, still good. Like I said, I had open house day. I had 16 groups come through. I fully expect to get multiple offers on the property. And the owners, I actually, at the last minute, bumped it up a little bit from what we'd agreed to, because there's really no competition for what they got out there. So, strategy does matter. And they're not going to get mad if they get 20 grand more than we talked about. So that's what we did. All right, kids. If you have questions about real estate, buy, sell, lease, rent, and renting is still not a bad option, folks. Renting is not a bad option. When I say renting, I mean leasing your house out rather than selling it is not a bad option. Rents and buying, I mean, it's almost like we're getting pretty close, honestly. For the first time in a very, very long time, it's right around the same cost, right around the same amount to buy as it is to rent. I mean, still, you control your own destiny if you own. So I think it's still obviously desirable to buy rather than rent. And just remember, you're paying somebody's mortgage, it's just not yours. But again, it's crazy. The first time in a long, long time it's kind of evened out. So that's an interesting dynamic. That's rents are high still. Good. It's all good, I guess. It's more expensive to live in Florida now than it used to be, though. I'll tell you that. All right. Again, Andrew Burr, the Andrew Burr Group, 561-324-8914, just like it says right there on the screen. It is Saturday, the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May, Derby Day. Go out, have a good time, bet the Derby, make lots of money, and we'll see you on the flip side.